Okay, so the second part of the second part of the questions in regards to pictures of Nelson and Busa. So moving on to my question about Busa, who was an emancipation leader and led the uprising of slavery. His statue is on a roundabout off Highway ABC. I'd like to ask you, what strikes you the most? Is there a substantial difference, and if so, why, between Nelson and Busa? But I'd like you to start off with any information you may know about how powerful Busa was as a leader, and referencing back to Nelson at the end of your digressing and explaining what you think of the question I asked you.
There's a statue of Busa. The center of a roundabout on the ABC highway, very close to a shopping mall in Barbados. It's a very strong, powerful image of African resistance. Busa symbolically has broken the shackles and gazes upwards. The image is of a strong African man. And as I drive up and down that highway, I'm very pleased to see that image. I'm very pleased. I'm pleased to see it. But I do recognize that it is on a roundabout in the middle of the ABC highway. Therefore, people can't easily get to it. You can't walk up to it without risking your life. You can't read the inscription on that symbol of resistance. Yes, it's right in the middle of a very busy highway, but I would argue, and I haven't done any research on this, but I would argue that more people head towards the shopping mall than they do towards that symbol of our own resistance to oppression. Contrast that with that statue of Nelson that holds a prominent position very close to Parliament in Bridgetown. And one could very reasonably ask, how is it you can get so close to that statue? How is it that that statue sits where most visitors will see? And the one on ABC Highway, unless somebody points it out, you might just drive past it. What does it mean for our children? What does it mean for our elders? What does it mean for us spiritually to have such a strong symbol that we cannot go and reflect by? We can't go and learn more about ourselves by, what is the message being sent there? So I am very pleased to see that very strong image. I am. It would be good if there was a way to get to it, to sit by it. Many of us, on the 1st of August, which is recognized and marked as Emancipation Day, which in itself is interesting because one could argue that we are still to be emancipated. A number of us will gather there early in the morning. But before we can get there, we have to watch the traffic and make a dash across from the safety of the sidewalk to the space which is a roundabout. So I don't wish to diminish the importance of it, but you asked me about it relative to the statue of Nelson, and those are my concerns. Those are my concerns. I think that it is perhaps placed there. I mean, whoever placed it there, they will have good reasons. they will come up with good reasons, and they may say, well, you know, Bassa was the people, and so it's placed in the heart where the people are, but the people are everywhere. The people are everywhere.